This city is known for its rice dish full of spice, but its sports venue is also rather nice. Here are the stadiums and arenas of Hyderabad, India. We'll start off with Lal Bahadur Stadium, an older venue that's used for both cricket and football, and festivals of some sort. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I appreciate all the colour. That's something I love about India. Lots of colourful saris and the like, especially compared with somewhere like Saudi Arabia, where it seems that standing out from the crowd is a crime punishable by flogging. Anyway, this stadium was built on the side of what was a large open area known as Fateh Maidan, meaning Victory Square. Here you can see what it looked like in the 1930s. It's one of two sports venues in this city named after a former Indian Prime Minister. Lal Bahadur wasn't even from Hyderabad, but they named this ground after him just a couple of years after he led the country through a war. So you can see why. You might be slightly surprised to hear that this humble little venue has hosted plenty of international cricket, including matches at the 1987 World Cup. However, it has well and truly been usurped as the premier cricket and football stadium in the city, which is probably why it seems as though it has been a little bit neglected compared with some of the other stadiums you'll see in this video. GMC Balayogi Athletic Stadium is also named after a politician. GMC Balayogi died in a helicopter crash in 2002. This stadium was built just a year later, primarily to host the 2003 Afro-Asian Games. You know, on the channel we do mention a lot of these athletics events, the Caribbean Games, the Mediterranean Games, but I've never heard of the Afro-Asian Games. To be honest, I didn't even know that Asians could grow an afro. It turns out I've never heard of it because this was a one-off event. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to make sense when Africa and Asia have their own athletics events to sort of have a joint one. The ground might not be ideal for football, but that doesn't stop it from being home to a top-tier club, one called Hyderabad FC. Hopefully they can get the funds for some proper seats throughout the stadium, or at least along the sidelines. Oh, I see. It would have looked better if the seats were in Hyderabad FC colours, but since other clubs sometimes play here, a neutral colour scheme makes sense. Next door is GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium. Okay, I know he died in tragic circumstances, but was there no other worthy person to name the arena after? You know, share it around a bit? No? Anyway, this is home of the Telugu Titans, who are a kabaddi team. Telugu, by the way, is the most common language and ethnicity in this region of India, although there are plenty of Urdu speakers as well. Shabash, shabash. That's my entire Urdu vocabulary right there. The actual permanent arena floor consists of a basketball court and 6 badminton courts. So I suppose they just bring in a temporary kabaddi court? Do they call it a court or a rink? Either way, this is what one looks like. So yeah, now you know everything there is to know about kabaddi. Everything I know, at least. I know slightly more about kabaddi than I do Urdu. Rajiv Gandhi International Cricket Stadium. This aerial shot that you see here is a few years out of date. There has since been a major renovation that has added more roof coverage. Basically every seat in the house is now undercover, as you can see. Speaking of the seats, they have been replaced as well. The new ones are done up in the bright orange of Sunrisers Hyderabad. It's gone from bland and boring to grand and adoring. This renovation took place prior to the 2023 World Cup. It cost $14 million, which may seem like a drop in the bucket. By that, I mean you'd expect leaky roofs for that price, but $14 million goes a long way in India. It's more than most Indians make in a year. So they also had enough funds to upgrade the lights and the scoreboards. Although this ground is generally known for being batter friendly, the best ever bowling figures in IPL history were recorded here. That being Alzari Joseph's 6 for 12. I apologise to those watching who don't know anything about cricket, that must have been confusing. IPL is Indian Premier League, and the 6 for 12 means you captured 6 wumpties, whilst only losing 12 of your dumble chirps. You're probably still confused, but that's on you, I explained it as clearly as possible. This has become a lovely cricket ground. Honourable mentions now. SAAP Tennis Complex. The main court at this place is actually pretty good. A proper tennis stadium. Or arena. You tend to see both terms used when it comes to tennis. Aquatics complex. Yeah, decent swimming pool, I suppose. Vijay Bhaskar Reddy Indoor Stadium. Well, that's an interesting design. It's a bit more simplistic on the inside though. Railways Hockey Ground. Hockey is very popular in India. They do top the Olympic medal tally. Well, the men do. The women haven't won a single medal yet. Kuli Kutub Shah Stadium. Oh man, now this is my type of stadium. Clearly there's not much in the way of professional sports going on here, but it's so atmospheric. It's a vibe. They actually play cricket here as well. So there you have it. My favourite of the lot has got to be Rajiv Gandhi. Even before the renovation it would have probably still been my favourite, although that last one was pretty cool. Now it's time for extra time. Today we're going to be talking to Ravi Naidu, a chef that learned his trade on the streets of Hyderabad and now runs one of the most famous restaurants in the city. Hello? Hello Ravi, I understand that you consider yourself a bit of a biryani connoisseur. Yes. Now, I know you're a strict traditionalist, but one of my most famous dishes is what I call a burrito biryani. Oh no. It is, as its name suggests, the flavours of a burrito in the form of a biryani. Ideally served with sour cream. What do you think of that? Ravi? Ravi? Oh, he's left the call. Well, I think it's good anyway. Don't let tradition get in the way of flavour. If everyone throughout history had Ravi's attitude, you'd just be eating plain rice. Maybe I'll try to make a steak and ale pie, but instead of the ale, I'll just use custard. It sounds wrong, I know, but, you never know until you've tried it. I got food poisoning for the first time a few months ago, and it was a rice-based dish, actually, from a kebab shop in Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan kebabs, you can't trust them. Kyrgyzstan kebabs, they're not your friend. Thanks for watching, have a good one.